Connectra creates opportunities for people living with disabilities by providing information, resources, and programming geared towards greater inclusion and quality of life. Check out some of the programs we offer through our online learning platform, Connect Together, including our Service Mondays, where we highlight a local organization or initiative. This month, you'll learn about programs with the Richmond Centre for Disability and Gambling Support BC. Tuesdays are for ABC Studios Art Therapy with Connectra. Wednesdays are Chair Yoga with Bobbie Seale-Cobiskey. Thursdays are Adaptive Fitness with Ocean Rehab and Fitness. Fridays are Contemporary Improv Dance Classes with Janice Lawrence. Every third Friday is a growable presentation by the Disabled Independent Gardening Association. This month, we're talking squirrels in Stanley Park, so don't miss out on September 15th. Every third Monday is our Perspective series, where you'll hear from guest speakers on varying topics. Join us on September 18th to hear a discussion about navigating music with a disability. Save the date for our upcoming Accessible Community Forum on accessible healthcare in British Columbia on October 27th. Check our website for more information and to have your voice heard by filling out our survey. Check out our updated programs calendar on our website, connectra.org, or find us on Facebook at Connectra Society.
Okay, well, you can start.
Okay, thank you, Kassar. So good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to an adapted seated yoga practice. And so today, I thought that I'd begin the class with sharing a poem that I came across this morning that I found quite inspiring. So it's a poem by John O'Donoghue, some of you might be familiar with. And so it's called For Belonging. May you listen to your longing to be free. May you find harmony between your soul and your life. May there be kindness in your gaze when you look within. May you never place walls between the light and yourself. May you allow the wild beauty of the invisible world to gather you, mind you, and embrace you in belonging. And so as always, I'd like to invite you to begin the class by finding a comfortable sitting position. And so sit in a way that you feel the most at ease. And an invitation to lift your shoulders back and down. Relax your arms in your lap or by your side, wherever feels most comfortable. And then when you're ready, invitation to take your hands to your heart center. And lifting your heart to your hands, bowing your head to your heart. Take a few moments to allow yourself to consciously enter into the present. And so setting aside whatever was going on for you before the yoga class for the duration, knowing that you can come back to that after the class. And so if your eyes are closed, gradually blink your eyes. And so a little wiggly fidget. So at this time, if possible, I'd like you to find a place where you're supporting your own spine. You come away from the back of the chair now so you feel you're sitting forward on your sits bones. If you need or would like the back of the chair for support today, honor that. And so yoga meets us exactly where we are. And then when you're ready, bring your hands together, rub your palms vigorously. Energize your hands, warm up your hands. And so there is research now that shows what we've always known, that our hands are not only connected to our heart, but to our mind as well. So I'd like you to notice where in your body you're holding stress or tension, and see if you can bring some of this loving energy from your hands to that place. And then as ready, rub your hands together again. This time I'd like you to find a new place in your body. Maybe needs a little extra care. Then place your hands there.
Back up some to do it.
So I'd like to invite you to, I'm just gonna actually move into my iPad a little bit, put myself in the gallery. If you're not on mute, if you could put yourself on mute to
If you're on here, then they can-
any distractions.
Yeah.
And so lift your shoulders up, back and down. So again, so relax your arms in your lap or by your side, wherever feels most comfortable for you. And then an invitation to ground down through your sits bones. So maybe notice where your bum and your thighs are in contact with your seat. So our sits bones, the bones we sit on. Lengthen your spine. Lift your shoulders up, back, and down. Relax your arms in your lap. Tuck your chin in slightly, parallel to the floor. If you'd like, feel free to close your eyes. And so our attention moves inward. Allow your facial muscles to soften and release. Notice the alignment of your knees, hips, ankles, shoulders over your heads. And then if you like, placing one hand on your belly, notice the breath. And so maybe noticing that as we inhale, our belly moves out. On exhale, belly moves in. Take one hand to your chest and maybe notice the pattern of movement of the breath between your upper torso and your abdomen. And now see if you can make your breath just a little bit longer than it was when we began. And then paying particular attention to the exhale. See if you can begin to lengthen the exhale. When we lengthen our exhale, it engages the relaxation response, allowing us to let go of holding, stress, and tension. So I'd like to encourage you during your yoga practice today, whenever possible, to bring your awareness back to this deep, long, easeful breath. And so if your eyes were closed, gradually blink your eyes open. Do a little wiggly fidget again, bum dance. Nice. Okay, so from here, let's go into a warm up, beginning with our neck. So I'd like to invite you to draw your chin gently towards your chest. And then looking up slightly. Move your eyes, meet where the ceiling meets the wall. So gently moving our head up and down. Hands ready, bring your head back center, and then take one ear towards your shoulder, and then move your head back and forth, side to side. Bring your head back center, and then turn a soft gaze, looking towards your shoulder. So only move your head as far as feels comfortable for you. And then turn your head from side to side. So as if nodding no. Bring your head back center. And so from here, I'll continue down along our spine. So come into a movement for our upper back called cat and cow. So I'd like to invite you to draw your chest in, round your back. And so it's as if our sternum is moving to the back of our ribs. And then our sternum lifts, moves forward. So open up the solar plexus, your heart, your throat. And so we'll keep this gentle warm up going. And so you might notice that the hands naturally have a tendency to slide towards the knees on the exhale as we round. And on the inhale, hands slide towards our hips as we arch. And when you're ready, come on back to neutral spine. And then I'd like you to imagine that you're reaching towards the floor to pick something up. So you can hold the other side of the chair for stability. And so we want our shoulders lined up with shoulders. So you can imagine, if it works for you, that you're seated between two panes of glass. And then move from side to side. So it might feel good to inhale to one side, exhale to the other. It might be that you exhale as you come in to side down and down. So if you're congested, breathe in whatever way you can. And you might notice that as we warm up our spine, these movements become more easeful. You're able to go a little bit deeper. And then it's ready, finish up the movement that you're on. Come on back center. Take a moment. And from here, we'll come into a gentle twist. So begin with lengthening your spine. And then twisting to the side, so that hand slides in towards your hip. Head turns last. And then moving dynamically, twisting gently from side to side. So this is a gentle twist. We're not going to our full range of motion. And slowly come on back to center. And I'd like to invite you to maybe close your eyes for a moment or two, or soften your gaze, and to notice the effects of those movements. So it's your energy changed. Notice any subtle sensations. How's your breath? It's still deep and long and peaceful. And so from here, I'd like to come into a practice called toning. So essentially, it's using sound to help minimize pain. And so in yoga, we don't separate body and mind. Whatever affects our body affects our mind. Whatever affects our mind affects our body. And so exploring this together, I'd like to sound the three letters A, O, and M. And we can do this if you'd like. And of course, you're more than welcome to listen if you'd rather. So here we go, reaching your arm up to the sky. And on your exhale, sounding the letter A. A. Other side, reach up. Letter O. O. Reach both arms up this time. Letter M, lips slightly touching. M. And so let's practice one more round. And I'd like you to notice if you feel a vibration in your body, the space around. As we know, sound has a vibration. So we go inhale. Other side, inhale. Oh. Both arms reach up. Okay, so from here, tap your fingers. And maybe tapping from your pinkies to your thumbs. And then thumbs to pinkies. More challenging if you'd like, you could move from left to right. And then when you're ready, the invitation to play air piano. And then it's ready, push your hands away, draw your hands back. Push your hands away, draw your hands back. So with this gentle movement, not only are we getting into all the joints in our arms, we're getting into that area around our shoulder blades. So it's like we're giving ourselves a little back massage. Push your hands away, draw your hands. And so now invitation to stretch your palms, touch your fingertips. So your fingertips might touch, might not. So whatever, focusing on what we can do. So whatever movements are going to help strengthen your hands. Might want to make a soft fist. Stretch your palms, fingertips touch. Stretch your palms, fingertips touch. And when you're ready, roll your wrists in one direction. And roll your wrists in the opposite direction. And slowing the movements right down. Maybe imagine you're moving your hands through water. And then come on back to stillness for a moment. So before we move on from our upper limbs, let's go for a yoga swim. So we'll start freestyle. And you can lift your arms as high or low as you like. And then have a breaststroke. And side stroke. Other side. And backstroke. And then we'll finish up with butterfly. Yes. And come on back to stillness. Wow. So no doubt you feel a little more energized. Okay. And so I'd like us to repose. So ground down through your feet, center and ground through the soles of your feet. So we want to keep our connection with Mother Earth. We tend to start losing that. Lengthen up through your spine. Lift your shoulders up, back and down. Tuck your chin in slightly to release the back of your neck. And so from here, I'd like to invite you to take your hands into your hips, or you can hold on to the underside of the chair. And we'll come into a movement called finding our balance. And so balance, the equal distribution of presence throughout our entire body. And so if you know balance is a challenge, make sure you have whatever device you need to keep you stable in your chair. So we'll begin with an inhale, lengthen the spine. On an exhale, hinging from the hips into a forward fold. So it's not really about seeing how far down we can go, just kind of that just right amount of effort and ease. And then rock back up. And so keeping this gentle movement flowing in your own time and rhythm. And noticing sometimes when we come into a forward bend, our chin wants to jut up. So I'm going to encourage you to tuck your chin in slightly. And it can be interesting to close our eyes as we practice this gentle movement. And then it's ready. Come on back to a neutral spine. Take a moment. Notice how you feel. Any subtle sensations. And then when you're ready from here, circle your heart forward. And circle back. And so warming up our lower back and our hips. And so your circles might be larger or smaller than mine. And move in your own time and rhythm. And then reverse the direction. Keep both sits bones on the chair. And then slowly make your way back to stillness. Relax your arms by your sides and on your lap. And maybe just take a moment to notice how those movements made you feel. How's your breath? Is it still long and smooth and easeful? And so I'd like to invite you to join me in a practice called body tapping. And so when you're ready, tap the outside of your legs, your thighs coming down. So as far as feels comfortable for you, stable. And then tap up the inside. And then tapping down again. The outside, tap up, coming up the inside. And now we're going to reverse this. We're going to tap down the inside. And then come up the outside. Tap down the inside. Up the inside. So when you're ready, extend your arm. Tap up your arm. Palm face up, tap down. Other side, tap up, tap down. When you're ready, bring your fingers up to your scalp, and then it's as if you're shampooing your hair. So you're not actually just pushing the hair around, making small circles with your scalp. If you're blessed with a yoga buddy can do some of this with you. It can feel amazing. And then you might just little tugs, little handfuls. And then maybe tap your face a little. And then come on down to your upper chest, tapping. And then for this next piece, if you'd like, you can lean back in your chair, one hand on the other, then massage your organs. So your liver, your stomach. And then when you're ready, if possible, reach back, give your lower back a little massage. And then maybe up a little higher where your kidneys and adrenal glands live. And then sweep your hands forward. Inhale, left. Exhale. Inhale, left. Exhale. So when you're ready, place your hands just a few inches apart. You soften your gaze or close your eyes softly. And notice any subtle sensations. So no right or wrong here. You might feel a little bit of heat. energy between your hands. And turn your palms face up, reach up to the sky. Maybe feel the lightness. Palms face down and ground. So one more time, reach up to the sky. Palms face down. Nice. So I'm thinking here, let's come into a gentle heart opener. So we can think of this as meditation on the heart. And so when you're ready, place your hands at your heart center. So my palms open, your palms together. If that makes you lose your balance, so you just place your hands on your belly instead. And so it's ready, extend your arms up and away. And then take your hands back to your heart center or your belly. So if you'd like, keeping this gentle movement flowing in your own time and rhythm, imagine the sun at your heart center. On your inhales, as you extend your arms up and away, imagine the radiant light of the sun radiating out all around you. And then gather that light and bring it back inside. So it's a symbol of the light that's always inside us. Inhale. This time on your exhale, making a humming sound. Bumblebee breath. Inhale. Place one hand on your belly, the other on your heart center. And just take a moment to maybe feel the rise and fall of your chest and your belly. All right, so moving on, let's come into some of the movements in the spine. So come into a side bend. Take hold of the underside of your chair, extend your opposite arm by your side, spiral your palm open. Soft bend in your elbow, inhale, reach up and bend. Turn your gaze down towards the floor to release your neck, and then breathe into your rib cage. Can you imagine breathing in below your rib cage? And come out of the pose on this side. So maybe notice if you feel a slight difference between one side and the other. And we'll come into the side bend on the other side. So you hold the underside of your chair, extend your opposite arm out to the side, spiral your palm open, reach up and bend. Turn your gaze down towards the floor. Release your neck and breathe into your rib cage. And release. Come on out of the pose when you're ready. Take a moment. And I think we'll come into it one more time. And so arm by your side, to your palm face up. Soft bend in your elbow. Inhale, reach up and bend. Turning your gaze down towards the floor. Come out of the pose on this side, into it on the other side. So hold the underside of the chair, extend your opposite arm, spiral your palm open, inhale, reach up and bend. And release. And we'll shake. So from here, let's come into seated twist. So if possible, you can bring your feet a little wider than outer hip bone distance, knees tracking over ankles. Okay to have your toes turned out a little. And so we breathe in, lengthen our spine. And breathing out, and into the twist. So you can feel you're twisting from the bottom of your rib cage, moving up one vertebrae at a time, and our head turns last. So if it feels okay for you, you can hold the underside of the chair or the back of the chair. And so soft Buddha belly and quiet breath. And slowly unwind, come back center. Take a moment. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, twist. Close your eyes softly, focus inward or soften your gaze. And unwind. So let's move dynamically into the twist. So we'll rock and roll. Reach up on the inhale and twist. Reach up and twist. Reach up and twist. Last time, reaching up to the sky and twist. Great. So coming back to neutral spine. So side bends, twist, pretty intense spinal movements. So we need to realign our spine. We can do that with the seated forward fold. And so I'd like to invite you to take hold of the underside of your chair. Inhale, lengthen your spine. And then hinging from the hips, come forward with that flat back. Tuck your chin in slightly to release the back of your neck. And then breathe into your lower back. You might imagine that your lungs are in your lower back. And it's ready. Come out of the pose by pushing down through your inner heels. You place your hands at your hips and come back up with the flat. All right, so I invite you to come into mountain pose. Take your hands to your heart center. Reach up to the sky, gentle back arch, so bend from above your shoulder blades. Hinging from the hips, come into a forward fold. And I'd like to have my hands at my hips. And then when you're ready, come on back up. And so you might be visualizing this next movement. So know that visualization is powerful. Focusing on what we can do. So I'd like to come into lunge here. So you stuff your leg under the chair. And if you want, you can add your arm. So arm can be up along your ear, goal pose. Step your foot forward, hinging from the hips. We're going to come into downward facing dog. So extend your arms on a diagonal. And then we'll come into baby cobra, hands on your thighs. Look down through the crown of your head. Lower again, downward facing dog. Then when you're ready, come on back up. We'll come into a lunge on the other side. So visualize the movement. If possible, take your leg under the front of the chair. Reach your opposite arm up to the sky. Float your arm down. Step your foot forward, hinging from the hips. Come into forward fold. Reach up to the sky. Gentle back arch. Maybe your hands come together in prayer down through the heart. So let's come into another round. So sun salutation. Into mountain pose, hands at your heart center. Reach up to the sky, gentle back arch. Hinging from the hips, going to a forward fold, chin in. When you're ready, back up into a lunge. So this time, step your opposite leg under the front of the chair. Reach your arm up. Float your arm down. Step your foot forward. Into downward facing dog. So arms are on a diagonal. And baby cobra, hands on your thighs, lower, lift up through the crown of your head. Downward facing dog again, lower a little more, arms on a diagonal. And then come on back up. So you push down through your heels, one hand on each of your thigh if you like. We'll come into the lunge on the other side. So as possible, you step your leg under the front of the chair and your arm. Float your arm down. Step your foot forward, hinging from the hips. Spiral your palms open, reach up to the sky. And then maybe your hands come together in prayer down through the heart. So place one hand on your belly, the other on your heart center. And take a rest. Feel your work. And so when you're ready, come into mountain pose. Take your hands to your heart center. Reach up to the sky. This time, bring your hands together in prayer. And maybe interlacing your fingers, turn your palms up towards the sky. So lengthen, and then we'll come into a crescent moon. Inhale, lengthen. Crescent moon. Inhale, lengthen. Palms face down. So from here, let's come into an adaptive pose called eagle pose. And so begin. So make sure your feet are placed evenly on the floor, so the bones are sharp on the chair. Your spine is long, shoulders back and down. So I'd like to invite you to bend your elbows, reach across, cup your elbow points, draw your arm into the midline. Let your shoulders soften away from your ear. Maybe reaching your arm up a little higher. Eagle pose. So let's practice this on the other side. Bend your elbows, reach across, cup your elbow point, draw your elbow into the midline. Let that same shoulder soften away from your ear. If it feels okay for you, on the inhale, reach up a little high. Eagle pose. And so from here, let's come into what I like to call bear hugs. Bear hug 1 and 2. So arms by your sides, spiral your palms open, cross one arm over the other. Take your hands to your shoulders or wherever you can reach comfortably. So it might be you just take hold of your elbows. And then walk your fingertips back, drop your chin towards your chest, let your shoulders round. This is bear hug number 1. I love me. And when you're ready, extend your arms out. Remember which arm was on top. And this time, reverse which arm is on top. Take your hands to your shoulders, so wherever you can reach comfortably, walk your fingertips back. Let your chin drop towards your chest, round your shoulder. Bear hug number 2. I love me. So I think today I'll invite you to join me in a practice of a yogic breathing technique called 1-to-1 ratio. So that's when we allow our inhales and our exhales to be the same duration and quality. And so I'd like you to find a comfortable sitting position. So you're comfortable with still sitting up nice and tall. Tuck your chin in slightly. And so I will cue you 3 on the inhale, 3 on the exhale. So it's ready. Inhale. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 3, 2, 1. 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 So if my count doesn't work for you, practice this in your own time and rhythm. So it might be inhale for 2, exhale for 2, or maybe you can do more. And so for a few more breaths, inhale 1, 2, 3, exhale 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, exhale 3, 2, 1. So let your breath come back to its natural rhythm. In your natural rhythm, maybe observing the rise and fall of your chest and your belly. And maybe notice you felt a subtle shift in your energy. So from here, we'll transition into a short guided meditation. And so come on, seated comfortably. So you're seated comfortably, but still alert. And I'd like to invite you today to place your hands palms face down on your lap, and then draw your hands in towards your hips. Look down and into your heart, see what you can see. And then breathe into your heart. And so breathing in, I know that I'm breathing in. And breathing out, I know that I'm breathing out. As my in-breath grows deep, my out-breath grows slow. Breathing in, I calm my body. Breathing out, I release. Dwelling in the present moment, I know this is a wonderful moment. Breathing in, I calm my body. Breathing out, I smile. Dwelling in the present moment, I know this is a wonderful moment. And so I'll just take this opportunity to sit and breathe together for a few moments with a gentle reminder. Breathing. So come into whatever comfortable sitting position you'd like for your final relaxation. And so I like to have a blanket nearby, blanket or a pillow. So a little bit of weight on your lap can encourage a grounding sensation. And so make sure that you're warm enough. And so feel free to close your eyes here if that feels comfortable for you, or soften your gaze. And so soft palms, so you rest your hands palm up or palm down as desired. Those soft palms, soft Buddha belly. So the area between our navel and our pubic bone. quiet breath. Allow your breath to reflect the pose. Serenity pose. Relax your jaw. Unclench your teeth. Let there be a little space between your teeth. Soften your lower jaw. Soften around your temple. Soften the area between your eyebrows. Wide forehead. And silently, if you like, on inhale, saying that. On exhale, go. Inhale, let. Exhale, go. It's challenging to quiet the mind. Placing our hands on the belly and bringing our awareness to our breath can be helpful. And so without changing anything, bring a gentle awareness back to your breath. Thank your body again. And so our body is the best home where mind will ever be. And now see if you can begin to deepen your inhale, lengthen your exhale. If your eyes are closed, gradually blink your eyes open. And then an invitation to take a look around the space that you're in and name 3 objects. It's a way to bring us back. And so thank you, everyone. Notice how you feel before and after yoga. Questions or feedback, always love to hear from you. And I am happy to hang out for a few moments after. I'll come into the iPad a little closer so I can get a visual. And so thank you, Kasar, my wonderful tech host, Connectra, and the Disability Foundation for providing this opportunity for us to come together and practice this wonderful practice called yoga, India's gift to the West. So, hi, Janet. Hi, Mercedes. Melissa. So,
Thank you.
no,
Thank you, Bobbie, and thank you, Connectra.
yeah, you're welcome, Mom. So, I guess we're good to go. Mercedes, you're well, love?
Yeah, I'm getting there almost,
Oh, okay.
change of lifestyle.
Oh, I'm sure. I can imagine.
Yeah,
Different. Yeah, is it warm there?
warm, yes, and beautiful days. Sunny all the time.
Oh, yeah, that's hard to take. Sure.
It's raining there, is that right?
Not today.
Not raining, yeah.
Oh, that's great.
No. Actually, we're looking at a pretty nice weekend, actually.
Oh, that will be nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, I'll see you
Thank
guys.
you, Kosar.
Thank you.
Thank you again. I love this yoga.
Oh,